So I'm gonna make it a lifetime. I'm gonna make it a lifetime, a lifetime, a lives time. Buenos Diaz and happy Tuesday. Guys, thank you so much for the first 8 hours of yesterday's video, and comment sections was off the chain. I loved reading everything you guys had to say. I appreciate it from the heart. You guys are so honest, and it's the best community on YouTube. Thank you so much. The Buenos Diaz vlog couldn't be what it is without you. Thanks so much. You guys are the bomb. You guys are the bomb. Okay, so yesterday was Motivation Mondays, and I talked about 5 things that you can do to kind of seize the day, conquer your day, and own your day. And today, I feel pretty accomplished. Made my bed, check, boom, done. A task is done. I meditated for 2 minutes using breathing techniques. Just nice, calm, in, out breathing. What other kind of breathing is there? What other kind of breathing is there? In and out, yeah. Okay, I finished my 10 to 20 reps. I actually did 40. I did 40 push-ups under a minute. That was kind of, it's not a full workout. It's just to get myself started. Did not do the tea thing, but I will have my coffee this morning and get me going for the day. But I'm not opposed to trying the tea thing. It just might not be that specific tea. I got to work on the journaling. I do want to do that. I need to be more intentional about that. I think I just need to get up a wee bit earlier to just get into the writing. I think I need to get up and just start writing and write some affirmations and some goals for the day. Just real quick writing. There it is. I'm off and running. I'm pumped. Happy Tuesday to everybody. We'll see you in a little bit right after I get off work. You never know what's up here on the Buenos Diaz vlog. All right, thanks so much. Talk to you soon. Hola, amigos. It is time to go home. Yeah, right now, leaving the office. Good day at the office. Per the usual, it's just time. Oh, little rough seas here. It's just time to go home and see. I'm gonna go get a run in. I do need a run, guys. Oh boy. Oh, but seriously, based on my early morning checklist, I am owning this day. I'm loving it. Lots of energy, lots of things to look forward to this evening. It was a good day, and I look forward to a very nice evening. I'll see you back at that Ponderosa. Feel like a chicken. The urge to put my head down and take a nap did not beat me this time. It's time to go for a run. Let's go! All right, gang. Just got back from a 2-mile run, a 9:18 pace. It was fast on the front end, and I kept it up decent on the back half of that 2-mile run. So I am happy with it. Besides, the headphones work, even after washing them. I love it. Maybe they're waterproof, who knows? Before I go take a shower, I wanted to follow up on what I was talking about yesterday, and that was on the heels of Motivation Monday. All of us need somebody to motivate us, somebody that we can look to acquire or to gain inspiration from. That could be in any way, shape, or form. It could be a person, it could be a thing, it could be a movie, it could be a feeling, it could be anything that you want it to be. I think we owe it to ourselves to follow our dreams and do the things that we are capable of being. I think today's run was a perfect metaphor of decisions that we can make in life on whether to do something or just to let it go. And today I really, even though I said it, a lot of times I say it on the vlog that I'm gonna go run, so I make myself accountable for it. At least I've documented it, say, dude, you're gonna go run. And I thought about it long and hard when I got home, but I thought about it in my head. I said I was gonna do it, so I went and did it. And I think that's part of goal setting. So certainly if in life, if we don't set goals and we don't put things up, if we don't reach really high for things, then we can't fail. We put ourselves in a safety spot, and if you're not failing, sometimes I think we're not trying. And there's 2 sides of me. Sometimes I don't like telling people that because I hope it doesn't come off arrogant or like, who is he to say this? But at the same time, why not? I've been this type of person all of my life. I don't know that I had the platform until now to exercise it on a grand scale, and I think that I'm in a great place in time where I can help people, but I'm still relying on other people to help me. That's a definite. So I am glad you're here on this channel. I hope you stick around. Love hanging out with you, and there's a lot more to come. There is a lot more to come on the Buenos Diaz vlog at all. All right, guys, now shower time. Boom. That shower has not felt better. I mean, that run was a sweaty one. Hey, Mendoza family, thank you. Thank you for the shout out. Thank you for the comment of the day or what have you. Thank you. Thank you, guys are so cute. Maria, Sophia, and Nando. Mendoza family, go check them out. They're a great family. They're out of Arizona, USA. Check them out. Great family over there. Next time I'm out there, believe you me, we are going to all meet for sure. So that's 2 YouTubers I need to get to. Joe, Caton, Mendoza family. I was in the area in the last few months, and that needs to happen. About a year and a half or 2 years ago, I made the decision to not pursue a doctorate, my PhD, and it's a good one. I am not fretting. I am not disappointed by. I am in no way disappointed by my decision. And let me give you a little insight on my decision. I did not value education as a child. And education right now in my world is everything. I do understand that it's not for everyone. It doesn't have to be. People take different routes to accomplish the things that they need to accomplish. So there's not one single route. People are very successful, either monetarily, through fame, through fortune, so on and so forth. There is no blueprint outside of keep the learning going and working hard. Pablo, I thought you said that you didn't have to go to school. You do not have to go to school in the traditional sense to learn. And so in that fashion, I think education needs to change its ways, and I'm not going to perpetuate a system per se. And acquiring a PhD and becoming an expert in a specific field by jumping through a bunch of different hoops or doing things that I don't necessarily feel are necessary to the outcome of me acquiring a, let's say, in this case, a PhD or a doctorate degree. Not necessarily into that right now, and at this point in time, it's not going to happen. But what I'm going to do, and I've promised myself, is that I'm going to engage in research projects of my own and continue to research the things that I want to research, the things that make me happy, and the things that I want to seek out answers for. That's really the education that I want, that I would want for my kids, that I would want for any student. I think you have to kind of weave in and out and give students opportunities to figure that out and to find themselves. I think we're a bit of ways from that, but there are non-traditional schools such as online schools, homeschooling, hybrid learning, blended learning, opportunities for students to learn in different ways. And there are a lot of students out there following their passions and doing it at a younger age and continue to seek out the things that make them happy, but at the same time follow a passion that will eventually, at least in one way, shape, or form, start to provide avenues for that person to seek out more knowledge in the area that they really want to pursue. In a nutshell, that's the reason I am not following to move on to get my doctorate. I have my bachelor's, I have my master's, I have a teaching credential. My goal is not to go after those certificates and things of that nature. They're nice to hang on the wall. Again, I am very proud of the work that I did undergrad and in grad school, but at the same time, I want to seek out the knowledge and the information that I want. That is what's so cool about today. The knowledge is at our fingertips. We just have to seek it out. We just have to seek it out. So I'm going to make a goal of mine to continue to seek out information, dive deeper into some areas, and then just continue to learn. On that tip, I want to continue to learn something and be very intentional about learning something new all the time. Daily if I can. That is the power of learning, the beauty of learning. When you learn something totally new. Even if it's on the periphery, that's okay. You can do things that are on the periphery, and then boom! You want to dive deeper, something interests you, and you want to just get in there and peel back all of the layers of this information or this thing that you want to learn more about. I think that's phenomenal. That's the power of lifelong learning. That makes me smile. Okay, so today, I'm going to talk a little bit about I'm going to talk for a short minute about something I just learned about that I was curious about. And if you don't have a topic or you don't know what you want to learn about, just dive through the internet. I'll leave a couple websites down in the description below. Little brain teasers or think starters that allow you to say, yeah, I'd like to know a little bit more about that. In this case, I'm going to stay on the periphery, and I want to talk a little bit about World War II and the 2 bombs the U.S. dropped on Japan. What interested me was whether or not there was still radioactivity in Nagasaki and Hiroshima, where the 2 bombs were dropped in Japan. And here's some of the stuff that I learned. So nuclear bombs like the ones that were dropped in Hiroshima and Nagasaki, nuclear bombs' power and destructiveness come from the splitting of atoms, usually uranium and plutonium. So these are split halves of atoms. They're called fission products, and that's what's left in this chain reaction of this nuclear reaction, if you will. So there's a couple types of radiation. One is called prompt radiation, meaning instantaneous radiation. And typically the most powerful radiation happens immediately. It does not last. It's very short-lived. And for it to be a real deadly occurrence, you would have to be in about a 2-mile radius of the explosion when it actually happened. You have to be pretty close. So then the other type is called fallout. So when a nuclear bomb explodes, it produces those fission products that I talked about earlier, the splitting of the atoms, which is the fireball. And that fireball is usually at the head of that plume that you see in those huge explosions. The mushroom clouds. So a key note here is that both bombs in Hiroshima, followed by Nagasaki, both exploded in the air. Their initial contact was not on the ground in either of those cities. It actually exploded in the air. The initial power and the intensity of the nuclear activity is short-lived and was going to be blown out and spread out over a larger space as it starts to fall through the atmosphere and attach itself to the surface of the Earth. There is less nuclear or radioactivity in that fallout. When a nuclear bomb of this type hits the ground, and that's a different story. Now you have radioactivity, again, short-lived for the very strong radioactivity, but nonetheless a contamination area persists for a long period of time because it's embedded itself in the soil and the surface of the Earth. The U.S. felt it would have the most damage, not necessarily on the people, but the structures of both of those cities. And that's what they were trying to get accomplished. Bonus fact. There is a man by the name of Tsutomu Yamaguchi who survived the Hiroshima bomb, was injured, went to his hometown of Nagasaki, managed to get there, and 3 days later survived a second bombing in his city of Nagasaki. That's just amazing. That's amazing. I understand the importance of knowing the history, but also wanting to know more about radioactivity, and I think I've accomplished that. And again, it's just surface information. And again, I'm very curious about radioactivity and nuclear energy. It's no joke. It's no joke. All right, guys, that is, I don't know, it's Tuesday, Teach Me Tuesdays? I don't know. I don't have a name for this. I don't know if I'm going to do it every Tuesday, but I am going to do it periodically where I take a little bit of a surface ride on a topic that I just like to know more about and that I want to share with you guys. All right, guys, remember, always sprinkle a little bit of fun in your life. And remember, when you're having that fun, remember to keep it fun enough. And I want to just stop and say, the other day, Brisa stopped me and asked me, Dad, what does this mean, fun enough? What do you really mean by that? And it really took me back, like, I knew what I thought I meant by it, but I really had to internalize it a little more. And what I mean by it is simply try to keep a minimum amount of fun in your life. Just have enough fun on the daily, every day. Hey man, if you can do it every minute, you do that. You go ahead and have that fun. We're gonna do this again tomorrow. See ya! Joke of the day. On what types of ships do students study? Scholarships. Ooh, ooh!